I'm Victoria Cooksey, and today we are really going to go for a marathon tasting because we're not doing just 2 chocolate subscriptions today. We're doing 3, which means 12 bars. We're going to be looking at the May selection for Seek Chocolate Shop's the dark milk chocolate subscription, the dark plus dairy free, and the brand new one that the name's not quite set in stone yet. It might be called processed sugar free, or maybe potentially going with refined sugar free chocolate. And by that means like maple sugar or organic coconut sugar or honey, chocolate sweetened like that. So if that's something you're looking for, there's a brand new one just for that. Now, I just want to say really quickly, I did receive this chocolate for free, but I didn't get paid, and all opinions are my own. All right, now let's dig into the chocolate and okay, you ready to taste 12 bars with me? Get some bars out and let's go for it. First up, we're going to be trying the dark slash dairy free chocolate subscription by Seek Chocolate Shop. Now in this we have the mousy 62% cacao coconut milk vegan bar. We've got Amano raspberry rose. I believe this has Ecuadorian cacao in it. We've got Rhyme and Reason midnight raspberry. This is 70% Chantaburi Thailand dark with pop of raspberry. And last but not least, in this first selection, we have River Sea Chocolate's 64% Zorzel Cacao Dark Chocolate. First up, we have the 64% Zorzel Cacao Bar by River Sea Chocolate. There's kind of a bit of a smell of anise, but I don't believe any of that's added. That's just coming through. All right, let's taste. So you get kind of like an anise and a nuttiness, and then as it melts, there's almost like a red berry acidity building. And what I'm actually happy about with this is that it is just a single origin bar, because I still love those. I still go for those. I love inclusion bars, but I do like straight up bars too, so I'm glad this one's in here. And River Sea Chocolate's always fun. All right, now we're gonna try the 62% cacao coconut milk bar by Mousy Chocolate. Definitely the smell of coconut, like a chocolate covered coconut. Yeah, this is very coconutty. So if you like coconut, you're gonna really like this one. And it makes me think of a certain thing that was kind of coconut covered in chocolate, if you know what I'm saying, but I won't say. If you like something like that, this is like the kicked up, more adult version of that. And this one is made with Coca Camille cacao, in case you were wondering. And sometimes like coconut milk bars melt like really fast, but this one kind of has that more of that dark chocolate feel of it takes a little longer to melt. Yeah, so when you want something just snackable, there you go. Now we've got the Rhyme and Reason midnight raspberry bar with a Chantaburi Thailand cacao with a pop of raspberry. Definitely raspberry in the nose. As it melts, the raspberry keeps building and building and building. So very chocolate raspberry here. So this is definitely, if you like raspberry, and I want to say raspberry coulis a little bit, you know, when you've done the sauce, you still got a lot of the acidity, but there's that bit of sweetness balancing it out. That's kind of what you're getting here. Like raspberry syrup. This is the Mono raspberry rose. And I'm just so excited this one's included because I really like this bar. It means I get to taste it again. You get like this lovely raspberry right on the nose. All right, let's have a taste. What I love about this bar, and I'm happy to say now that I'm having it again, same good experience, so definitely consistency with this, is so often at bars with rose in it, the rose can just dominate. And it's hard to find sometimes, even for me, to find a bar with rose in it that I really, truly, truly enjoy or want to keep eating. You know, sometimes you're like, oh, that's a fun experience, but how much of that do I want to eat? Not so with this bar. What Amano's done here is just amazing balance. It actually lets the raspberry come through first. And then the rose comes in, but the rose is subtle. So I think even if you think you don't like bars with rose in it, I think you'd like this one. And there's also this intentional sugar crystal texture. So it's sort of like having sugar sprinkled on a dessert. and the size of it just perfectly works. I really enjoy the crunch in this. So honestly, yeah, please go for the subscription. That's what this video is about. But if you only choose one bar and you want to order one bar out of the 4, I don't know, I gotta kind of say this would be the one. But honestly, they've all been fun, so I can't really say anything bad about anything. But this is definitely one of my personal favorite bars I've had this year so far, if you care. All right, we got another one. You ready for the next one? Now I'm going to introduce a new chocolate subscription monthly box by Seek Chocolate Shop. This one is going to be called maybe refined sugar free or processed sugar free. Title's not for sure yet since it's brand new, but basically it's one that, you know, like I said earlier in the video, it might be like maple sugar, might be organic coconut sugar, might be honey, things along those lines versus cane sugar. Let's see what we got here. We've got Rocca oat milk unroasted cacao, Chocolate Conspiracy 75% cacao raspberry, Deity chocolate with 72% and almond, and Goodyo chocolate raspberry, and this is, I think it's a 49%, but the sun's shining on it. While you're watching, I would invite you to please like this video, leave a comment below what bar you're interested in trying the most, or if you like to order chocolate subscriptions. And also, please, please, please consider subscribing to this channel. It's free to do, and you get chocolatey goodness every weekend, so hello. And thank you if you have subscribed. And even if you don't subscribe, thanks for just being here with me. It's all good. Okay, Deity chocolate with almonds, and this one is flavored with honey granules. What I enjoy with this one is just, it's straight up what it says. It's almond and it's chocolate. And personally, I'm someone, I love like nut butters and chocolates and nuts with chocolate. And when I had one of theirs, I think it was last month maybe, or the month before, sometime like that, where I had a pistachio one, again, it was like that straight up. Good chocolate, good nuts. So if you are like me and you like a little nutty chocolate, there you go. Now we're going to be trying Rocca chocolate unroasted cacao from Uganda. This is oat milk, and I think this one's flavored with maple sugar. I get like a coconut smell, even though I don't think there's any coconut in it. This one melts really quick when you're touching it. There's like vanilla. I'm getting a little bit of kind of acidity, but I'm not quite sure what I want to say that acidity is yet. But there's some acidity coming in at the end. Definitely the vanilla. A little bit of oatiness. Anyone else thinking maybe a little oat milk mocha? Sometimes I do turn bars into drinks. Very snackable. Like this would be one I want to just carry around and have like a piece throughout the day, like a little pick-me-up. Now we're going to do the Chocolate Conspiracy Raspberry Bar. This one looks like it's sweetened with organic coconut palm sugar, and it's also got some raw unfiltered honey in it. And the raspberry just says organic raspberry. I just think they have kind of a pretty mold. Looks a little honeycombish. This one also feels kind of soft, and I can see little pieces of raspberry, like dried raspberry in it. Some honey in the nose. Now, this particular one really has a lot of honey in the flavor, and I'm happy about that. And then you get little bits of the raspberry coming through. I like the honey presence. Now we have the Goodyo Raspberry Bar, and this one is sweetened with coconut palm sugar. Hopefully you can see the raspberry bits on that. You definitely get raspberry, but I would say this one is more coconut dominant, and it's another one that's going to melt very quickly. So you get, I feel like the chocolate has a little bit of a grainy texture to it, but that could be coming from the coconut. But then you get like the little bits of the raspberry on there too. Now, one more subscription to go. You ready? Are you joining me in this marathon? I hope you're eating as much chocolate as I am, because honestly, you're going to have more fun. We have now made it to the third subscription for the month of May. This one is the milk/dark combo, so it could be any combos of that. And we've got Rocca Hibiscus Cinnamon, Fossa chocolate, 53% dark milk with ginseng and chrysanthemum. There is Rhyme and Reason raspberry cheesecake. So it looks like it's maybe like the midnight raspberry bar we had before, but layered with cheesecake white chocolate. Yeah, baby. And then we've got the mousy French lavender. All right. Oh man, this is a toughie. I think I'm going to start with the Rhyme and Reason raspberry cheesecake. Just to show you what this looks like, you got the darker chocolate on one side, the white chocolate on the other. Definitely get the raspberry in the nose, but there's sort of like a creaminess. And they use cream cheese powder in the white chocolate. See, you kind of get this cheesecakiness. Also, I kind of get like a raspberry cheesecake brownie kind of effect. Also, might have just had a couple pieces instead of one of that one, even though I am having all these bars. But yeah, this might be another favorite out of all these that I'm having today. All right, Fossa ginseng chrysanthemum. Just gotta show you the bar there. It's like ginseng meets butterscotch with a little bit of lemon. To me, this is like ginseng, lemongrass, floral. And actually like tea-like. I don't know if this one has tea in it or not, but I'm definitely getting like a tea-like note. So I guess from the chrysanthemum buds is giving that lovely tea note. Interesting. So I think if you like tea and interesting inclusion bars, this one could be the one for you because it's got that kind of sense to it. Now we've got the Rocca Hibiscus Cinnamon Unroasted Cacao Bar. This has Zorzal cacao from the Dominican Republic. I've had this bar once before. Like, almost like a little like scent of like those cinnamon red hot candies to it. It's like definitely the cinnamon, there's vanilla, there's some floral notes. Almost a little bit tannic in the finish. That mouthfeel, I mean. But there's still like chocolatey notes that come through too, so it's like not totally burying the cacao itself. So, and it's not overly floral. So if you worry about something being too floral, really having the cinnamon really brings good balance to that. Because I know some people like floral bars and sometimes they don't, but I think if you're not sure, this could be the one for you. This bar I've also had, this is probably my third time to have this, the Mousy French Lavender. And this is milk chocolate infused with organic French lavender and roses. And I don't know if you can see this one in the light here, but it's covered in cacao nibs on the back. Totally get the lavender right up front. The chocolate itself is kind of a medium to full body texture. You get the crunch of the cacao nibs. So other than like the almond bar we saw earlier, this one's like another one that's going to give you a crunch if you like that kind of texture. You absolutely get the lavender, but it's not over the top, because lavender is another one of those you can get soap if you're not careful. But this one's done well. You get a nice good balance of the lavender. It's clearly lavender, but again, it's not over the top, so I'm getting more than just that flavor. But it is more the dominant flavor in this one. And there's a little bit of the rose coming through in the finish. So definitely going to be more lavender forward on this one. Okay, oh my goodness. We did it. We got through 12 bars, 3 chocolate subscriptions. Woo! And I thought that was going to be harder, but it was actually kind of easy and kind of fun. I didn't know if I could do that many that fast. Hey, now I know I can. It's my superpower. I can eat 12 bars of chocolate really fast. Again, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below which subscription you want to try or which bar you would want to try the most, and follow me on Instagram, and I'm going to leave the links below for all these different subscriptions. So if you choose to order, yay. I don't get anything like extra if you order because it's not my business, so that's all on you if you want to do it, but you know, maybe this will give you some food literally for thought. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next weekend for more chocolatey goodness.